Okay, I see the live button right now. So good morning. Thank you everyone for joining us today for our virtual job fair hosted by the Suffolk County Department of Labor and also us, the Comstock Public Library. Just one moment, I'm getting a little bit of feedback from both the recording and myself. Okay, that's better. Thank you so much for the Suffolk County Department of Labor for hosting this with us, and particularly Michelle for organizing all of the participating employers today. We welcome your feedback as to the experience that you have today and also appreciate your patience as we navigate the new technology. This webinar is also being broadcast to YouTube and will be available on our channel for playback after we conclude today. So if you miss any of the contact information for any of the specific companies that you see today, please remember that you can go back to the recording at any time for more information. Before we introduce our employers, I just wanted to mention briefly that the Comstock Public Library does have a career counseling service that is open to all. You do not need a Comstock Public Library card in order to take advantage of this service. It's with career counselor Richard Gluck, who can assist you one-on-one with job searching, resume writing, interview preparation, and more. A form is available on our website at cplib.org/career-counseling. You would fill out that form with what you're looking to do and then submit that, and someone will get back to you. Because of the pandemic, we're only doing counseling by email, phone, or Zoom, nothing in person at the moment. However, hopefully later in the year, that may change. Okay, so with that, we will go ahead and get into why you came here today, our job fair. Our first employer up is Kedrian Biopharma, and I will let them talk about their company and job opportunities.
Okay, can you hear me, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here today. Just wanted to tell you a little bit about Kedrion Biopharma. So we're a biopharmaceutical company specializing in the development, production, and distribution of plasma-derived products. So what that really means is when our raw material is human plasma, so people come in, not to our site because we're the plant, to our sister company called Ped Plasma, and they donate their plasma. Plasma gets sent to our Melville plant, and with that plasma, we manufacture and we make our products. What we make doesn't cure anybody, it just gives them a better quality of life, like a hemophiliac, like a blood clotting disease. We also make the Rogam product as well, not the hair Rogam, the one with the maternal health, with pregnant women that have like an Rh negative factor. So their blood type is negative and the father is positive. So they have to get this shot in order to have additional children in the future. So that is another one of our products that we make here. The employment opportunities that we currently have available are for our manufacturing technicians, both day and overnight shifts, our fill finish technicians, associate validation specialists, and also our packaging technicians. A lot of our shifts, like for the manufacturing technicians, are 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. with alternating days, 4 days 1 week, 3 days the next week. Fill finish technicians, we have 2 p.m. to 10:30. That's typically a Monday through Friday job, and the associate validation specialist is a Monday through Friday job. The requirements for this job is a high school diploma or a GED. Some of our benefits, we do have medical, dental, vision, 401k, pet insurance, and a whole suite of benefits. Okay, and that's really all I have. Again, it is overnight shifts are available as well as day shifts, and weekends are a must in these roles. Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. That's great information. If we have any questions, attendees, if you would put them in the chat, we'll be able to see them and relay them, and we can get them answered for you now.
Okay, and then also you can apply through Indeed or directly through our website, patreon.us/careers-patreon. All of our roles are posted on Indeed as well as on our website.
Okay, can everybody hear me? I'm Christine's coworker from Comstock Public Library. I'm monitoring the Q&A.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, someone's asking a question about the shifts for validation, and also someone else had a little trouble hearing and wants to know what is the product.
Okay, so the validation specialist is a Monday through Friday job, typically an 8:30 to 4 or 9 to 5, somewhere in those realms, like your typical Monday through Friday job. And what was the other question? I'm sorry. The other
that's okay. They were having a little trouble hearing, so it says what is the product?
So we have a number of different products. A lot of our products deal with hemophiliacs to control the blood clotting in hemophiliacs. I'm sorry. And then the other product, which is well known, is RH program. So when, let's say I am actually a recipient of the product. So I have a negative blood type. My husband has a positive blood type. So after I had my first child, I had to have another shot in order to have additional children. So it's the ROGAM shot as well.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking to see if there are any more questions. If anybody, I don't see any as of now. If anybody wants to type anything else in, please do feel free to do that now.
All right, and if we don't have any further questions at this moment, remember that at the bottom right of each slide is going to be the contact information. So if you think of something later on, you can always contact the person for a particular organization with more questions too.
Oh, I do see one more question. It just popped in. Is that okay?
Yep.
What is the hourly rate?
The hourly rate, depending on your experience, so typically $15, $16 an hour. Again, depending on if you come in with acceptance experience or packaging experience, it could be 20, 22. Again, it's all relevant to the experience. Somebody, with just a high school diploma, typically $15, $16 an hour to start. And there is a shift differential for the overnight, the 10% on top of the rate.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you so much. If there are no further questions right now, we're going to move on to the next slide and the next employer.
No further questions.
All right, so next up we have Jefferson's Ferry.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, sorry about that. There was a mute on you.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can hear you. Sorry, thanks.
Okay, great. Hi, I'm Gina Marie. I'm the manager of benefits and recruitment for Jefferson's Ferry. We are a little unusual that we are a continuing care retirement community, and just to let people know what that means, our residents come in who are 62 or better, and they have the peace of mind to know that they'll be able to stay with us for the rest of their lives and be cared for. Our director of dining likes to call it a cruise ship that doesn't move, and we really live up to that standard, having everything from beauty salons to fitness to a lot of different dining options. And then as far as the healthcare goes, we have everything from assisted living to skilled nursing. So just a lot of people and a lot of moving parts, and therefore a lot of opportunities for people to come in and learn and grow. So, we have hospitality and healthcare. Occasionally we have administrative positions that are open as well. And we're really centered on, caring for the caregiver as well. So that could be, as far as benefits go, can be anything from tuition reimbursement, professional development, possibly, to 401k matches. But we also like to do fun stuff like we have found ways to do virtual paint nights and virtual bingo and things like that. Hopefully when things get better, we'll be able to go back to our in-person things that we do as well. We're also a 24/7 facility, so that's nice to know as far as knowing if there's a lot of variety as far as shifts go as well. So, and you know, I welcome any kind of questions or anything that you may have for us.
Okay, I'm looking in the chat. I don't see any questions yet. If you'd like to type in questions for Jefferson's Ferry, please do so now. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, if there's no questions, just know that I will be available and here until the end. Requirements for positions. So it really depends on what you're going for. I do have like a full-time porter position, and that they're willing to train people for. A lot of my dining positions, I have a full-time cafe position that they would like you to have experience in food service. Then I have the positions like my CNA, LPNs, RNs, all of those are licensed positions. We don't let people who are in nursing school become a CNA while they're in the process. You do actually have to be licensed. So there's a lot of variety as far as what's required depending on the position.
And what admin jobs are available, if any?
Right now, I don't have any admin jobs. The ones that do come up, though, is we do have reception that comes up in healthcare. Occasionally, we've had accounting positions that have become open, but right now, I don't have any. Just like the presenter that was on before, we do always post on Indeed as well as our website. So those are good places to, you know, check because they are constantly changing.
Is there a state security license?
Somebody asked if we require a state security license. We don't require licensing for our security. However, we do strongly encourage, you know, veterans, retired people who might have been police or, you know, firefighters, things like that. We do strongly encourage people like that, you know, to come in and apply.
Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If there are no further questions with Jefferson's Ferry, I'm going to go ahead and advance our slide to AHRC Nassau.
Okay. Yes, hi. Thank you everyone for participating in this virtual job fair. It's a pleasure to have AHRC being a participant. AHRC Nassau is a well-established nonprofit agency supporting people with intellectual and developmental disabilities on Long Island to fulfill their potential and provide person-centered support to over 2,200 people throughout Nassau County. Our organization partners with a family of organizations, including Brookfield Centers for Children's Services, Citizen Option Unlimited, and Advantage Care Healthcare Center, so that together we can provide a true continuum of services and support across a person's lifetime. We have a lot of opportunities in the Suffolk County area as well, full-time, part-time. Direct support professionals are kind of equivalent to like a CNA or a personal caregiver, whereby you're providing hands-on care to someone who needs support. So we're looking for people who are compassionate, who are willing to roll up their sleeve and provide the care that these people definitely need. Our benefits, we have a nice benefit package, medical, dental, vision. We have an outstanding tuition reimbursement plan whereby we pay reimbursement up to 6 credits per semester at the CUNY SUNY rate. There's also a college loan forgiveness. We have a wellness incentive weight loss program, as well as gym membership reimbursement.
Would you like me to look for questions in the question and answer, or are you, I don't want to interrupt you.
No, I'm really done in regards to the presentation. If there are any questions, here to answer.
What are the requirements for the DSP position, direct support professional?
Yeah, well, that's a great question. And the requirements is someone who, one, is willing to work with the people we support in a residential setting. Two, you can have relevant experience like a CNA, nursing assistant, or someone with great customer service experience. Someone who's willing and eager to learn and flexible. I think flexibility is one of the key things that we look for, because oftentimes when you're working at it as a DSP, you have to be able to switch gears, and we need people who are flexible.
Okay, if there are any more questions for AHRC Nassau, please type them in now. That's all I see for now. Oh, are you flexible as far as time?
In regards, we have a staffing pattern. We have 3 shifts. We have like the AM shift, which could be 6 a.m. to 2 to 3 p.m. Then we have a 3 to 11 p.m. shift. Then we have an overnight shift, which is 11 p.m. to oftentimes either 9 a.m. in the morning. It depends on the needs of the program.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, wonderful. Oops, we went backwards. Hang on one sec. Okay, moving on to the next employer we have is Suffolk Transportation Service.
Hi, everybody. My name is Alexandra. I'm the talent acquisition recruiter here at Suffolk Transportation. I just want to thank you all for joining, and it's been a pleasure listening to everybody too about your companies. So Suffolk Transportation, we are, if not the largest, but definitely one of the largest school bus companies here on Long Island. We have about 11 yards. We spread out across Suffolk County, in Bayshore, Brentwood, Ronkonkoma, and Coram. We're huge on safety. We have over 2,900 employees. And what we're looking for, as you guys can imagine, is school bus driver positions. We also have a contract with Suffolk County. We operate 60% of their transit buses and 100% of the paratransit buses. So those are like the blue and the white buses that transport people to medical appointments. But what makes a big part of the company, again, is our school bus drivers. So we are, we're looking to employ school bus drivers, driver assistants, and some of the special requirements, I guess, specifically for the drivers is a clean driver's license, that you have at least 3 years experience, driving within the United States. And the willingness to obtain a CDL permit and to be trained for it. So typically, we hold CDL permit classes for individuals interested in learning how to obtain the CDL permit, taking the test. And, once you have that, we train, it's free training. We offer free training, and as far as like some of the wages that for our van drivers, which a lot of people start off in the vans, it ranges depending if you want benefits or not. Then we also, some of those people move on to drive the large school bus. Those wages go up anywhere from $27.31 an hour to $28.74 an hour. So some of the bonuses that we offer, we definitely pride ourselves in recognizing our employees, and and a lot of our referrals are word of mouth. But some of the bonuses that we offer is there's attendance bonuses, there's holiday bonus, that's a mid-year bonus, and like I mentioned before, we're really big on safety. So we offer a safety bonus as well. free life insurance. We have a 401k plan with much matching funds. Medical coverage is available. And as I mentioned before, we offer free training. So that's a if there are other questions, that's a little bit about the company in itself.
Thank you. I had one question. I'm not sure if it was for Stony Brook or for you, but they're asking if it's a pension job, and I see you have the 401k. I didn't know if there was I think they're asking about an additional pension. I'm not sure.
No, the only thing we do offer as far as it's the 401k, where basically we contribute about 2.5% of, the wages, the employees' gross wages, and then we match. So if employees choose to contribute, for every dollar they put in, we match 75 cents. But that's just a 401k.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just looking to see if there's any more. Are there DOT medical requirements needed? I guess Department of Transportation.
Yeah, so we, are governed by DOT and Department of Education. So typically, just to walk you through real quick, an interview. So after an applicant is interviewed, and we decide to move forward, they have to go in and do the medical and physical and drug test. So that would be a medical DOT. So we walk the applicant through that process. And then after that, they have to complete training. But yeah, there's medical DOT requirements. The Department of Education also has the different requirements that employees can complete during training.
Thank you. And there's another question. Are there decreased hours due to the pandemic?
No, I mean, our hours on average, the hours that employees work typically depends on the route that they pick or that they get. For large bus drivers is about on average 30 hours a week. For vans is about on average is about 25 hours a week. But no, I mean, we use the drivers. If they're not working in one school, they might be working at another, and they cover different routes. So no, not for the school bus department.
Okay. I don't see any more questions as of now.
Well, if there's anything else too, we have 2 hiring centers too for people that like to stop by, one in Bayshore, one in Coram, and I gave you guys the information if they wish to apply online or get more information. So if anything comes up, you guys can contact us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I did just see, maybe you just addressed it with the hours, but they did ask if there was a long midday break.
So the midday break, again, it depends on the run, but so a typical run is, you start your run in the morning, then there's a break. The break could be anywhere between 9:30, 10 o'clock to about 12:30, 1 o'clock, depending what time your hour starts. So a lot of people do like that because it gives them time to go home. They see their family. I mean, for individuals that have kids, it kind of works with their schedule because they're off when the kids are off. But I would say the midday break is anywhere between like 9:30 to 12:31. So 3 hours or so, maybe less, because sometimes if there's a run available during that midday, drivers can sign up for it. So some of them might not even have it, if they want extra hours and they're looking to get more. So, but that's roughly around the time where that midday break occurs.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, so our next employer that's going to present today is Amneal Pharmaceuticals.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Ebony Smallwood from Amneal Pharmaceuticals. I am actually the only HR scientific recruiter at the Brookhaven location, as well as Hauppauge. We currently are the largest generic pharmaceutical company on the island. We are rapidly expanding not only on the island, but as well as New Jersey. We have several opportunities open right now. Mixing operators, warehouse operators, softgel operators, coating operators, warehouse operators, validation engineers. We have a total right now approximately 40 positions, all of our positions are all full-time positions. We have no part-time positions. All of our positions start with benefits. Benefits include medical, dental, and vision day one. The 401k also starts day one at a 5% match immediately. Minimum of 2 weeks vacation for all of our positions, plus 9 paid holidays, and an annual bonus that's paid once a year annually, from 6% to 20% yearly. We also have 2 paid floating holidays as well. And after 3 years working with Amul, you'll be vested. We currently have daily open houses, and which that means is we're open from 8 to 4:30. You can walk in at any time during those hours to apply to any position, and you will be interviewed on the spot by myself or a colleague, as well as one of the hiring managers, and you would have an answer within that week. Okay. Our target turnaround time is virtually 2 weeks or less. You do have to pass extensive background and drug tests, but typically it takes, I would say, approximately 2 weeks. All our positions are, you can train on the job. Several of our operating positions do not require high school diploma. If in fact you have current experience in our operations, which means our mixing, our coating, our compression operators, we'll use your experience in lieu of your education, okay? If in fact it's an entry-level position, level 1, you do not require any experience or no education, okay? We do also have tuition reimbursement as well. Tuition reimbursement typically starts 6 months after your hire date. You have to be in your current role for 1 year in good standings in order to be promoted in any other role, if in fact you qualify for that position. Also, we do have other positions that require some experience and of course education, which is some of our senior levels, which is our QA inspectors, our validation engineers, our facilities mechanics, our HVAC mechanics. You do have to have experience. For our operation positions, starting salary for entry level is between $15 to $18 an hour. For more experience, it's typically from 18 on up. But we are hiring vigorously. If you know anyone who's interested, please have them stop by. Again, you can apply directly online on site. There'll be someone who can help you also to apply online on site. And we'll have a team member from HR and one of the department heads to also interview on the spot, and you will have an answer within that week. That's pretty much it for Amul Pharmaceuticals.
Great, thank you. I have a question. Are there any management opportunities available?
Yes, they are. I don't want to list all the jobs, but we have approximately 39 jobs right now opened. So you are absolutely welcome to go on site. I also post jobs on a daily basis. So even if you don't see something today, you may have something up there tomorrow. So jobs are posted daily. And when I say daily, today I may post 2 jobs, and then later on this evening, I may post another 2 or 3 jobs. But yes, we do have managerial positions available as well. And those positions do require experience in education.
Okay, and then I guess that would be related to looking on the website, because the next question was, are there any office opportunities?
Are there any office, you said? I'm sorry.
Office opportunities. I'm thinking maybe admin or something.
I'm not sure.
Clerical.
I don't believe we have any admin positions, but we have something that's called batch reviewers, and those are more administrators.
Okay, and then is there high turnover at the company?
It all depends. I can't really answer that question in regards to high turnover.
Okay. Thank you. I don't see any more questions.
Okay, thank you.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. We'll go ahead and advance to SAS Retail Services.
Good morning. My name is Linda, and I am one of the recruiters. I have my fellow recruiter here today with me, Evelyn Garcia. She is our my friend who is very well spoken in Spanish, as I am not. But we are a division of Advantage Sales and Marketing, and what we do is we service the retail world. We're instrumental in getting new products to the shelf, working with different companies as to the best way to do that, and helping them to support whatever their sales are, that drive their sales. We were instrumental during COVID in helping them to restock their shelving, to help them get better layout of products. During the pandemic, we hired like crazy. We were very instrumental in helping, in particular, the Stop and Shops on Long Island. That is one of our biggest accounts on Long Island. And this is basically a part-time job. We basically work Monday through Thursday or Monday to Friday, depending on the type of position. And it is a daytime job, 7 to 3. And what is really great about this is a starter position. We bring in anybody and everybody and their families. And really what it does, it gives them an opportunity to learn, to understand what marketing is about, what merchandising is about. We train on the spot. And one of the nice things about this is that through the years, I've dealt with a lot of parents, and working 7 to 3, you're out the door, your husband or your wife gets their child on the bus, but you're home before they get home. And we're a little flexible. Say if you needed to leave a half an hour early to get home, we're very flexible that way. We're very family oriented. We try to make sure, we're there for you, because anyone in our company has started out in this position. So that being said, there is room for movement. There is room to move up. Any of our directors, myself, I started out in this position. My buddy, on the other line there, Evelyn, has started out in this position. So we know that the opportunity is there to grow with our company. Our company started out as a little division, and we are now an international company. So if say you start out with us and decide to move to California, we'll work with our recruiters to get you something out there. And we have teams that do travel, which is kind of nice. If you want to get to see the metropolitan New York area, I guess, and get out of Long Island, there are teams out there that will be traveling throughout the Northeast. And when we do that, we do put you up in a hotel and give you a per diem for food and travel. But it's a great job in the sense that you're out with people, you're learning, and we're always hiring. We have so much work right now on Long Island, so much work. So bring your buddies, bring your sister, your brother, your uncle, your aunt, and we would be happy to talk to them. Our turnaround process from hiring is is 2 to 3 days from when all of the your paperwork is complete. So that's kind of what I have to say today. If you have any questions, fine. I'd like to give Evelyn a chance to speak to our Hispanic community, please.
Buenos días, mi nombre es Evelyn García, trabajo con Linda, es mi compañera de trabajo. Ahorita estamos reclutando a muchas personas tenemos mucho trabajo. Si conoce a alguien o usted está interesado en aplicar, puede comunicarse con Linda y ella le da mi número de teléfono. Estamos, como les dije, reclutando a muchas personas. Pueden hacer equipos de 2 personas para trabajar con nosotros y así el millaje y el tiempo de conducción se les paga por igual. Si tienen alguna pregunta o necesitan ayuda en español, aquí estamos para ayudarle.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Is there anything else that you'd like to say, or should I start with the questions?
You can start with questions, I think.
Great, thank you. Are there any full-time management or district managers positions available?
There are some out there. Locally, there's not as many that would be within the tri-state area. And generally, to be honest, generally we hire from within, but with experience, we will hire from, from outside of our division.
Okay, and then there is a question about whether or not there are opportunities in Italy, and also are there any positions in marketing?
These positions would be posted on our website. I do not deal with those positions. We are international. I'm not sure if we have anything in Italy. I believe we do have a number of positions that do have a number of divisions within Europe. I'm not positive about Italy, to tell you the truth, but if you go on to our website, all of our job openings are posted, and it does tell you what countries and what is in those countries.
Okay, and the last question I see, it says, are there medical benefits? I see the dental and the vision, but are there medical benefits?
We do not offer medical benefits with this part-time position in this area, as the cost would be more than what you would pay for the state. So we found it was not, it was not beneficial to our employees.
Okay. I don't see anything else. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Our next employer today is going to be Contract Pharmacal Corporation.
All right, so welcome everybody, and thanks for inviting me. Good to be here. My name is Sean Mass. I'm the HR manager recruiting at Contract Pharmacal. Pretty exciting times for us. We're located in Hauppauge, been around over 50 years, family owned, still family owned. What we do is we actually develop, manufacture, and package solid dose drugs, dietary supplements. We have between, I'd say, 1,300 and 1,400 employers, close to 12 buildings right now. We have all within the industrial park. Pretty good stuff. We actually have about 500,000 square feet, over 5,000 products, and we probably develop about 100 new products a year. And we produce about 15 billion tablets annually. We have 60 customers around the globe, and we do everything from end to end. A lot of hiring going on right now. A lot of needs. We have our entry level, where you don't have to have experience. We will train. These positions include compression operators, mixing operators, coating operators. These are folks that typically will be taught on the job. Other roles like packaging mechanics, setup techs do require a little bit of experience in terms of coming out of the field. In terms of interview processes for our operator positions, we give tours daily, depending on the shift. We usually tour folks either 11:30 in the morning for first shift, 4:30 in the afternoon for second shift. And you get toured, you interview, you get a decision before you leave. And basically we'll have you start within 2-3 days. It's just as simple as that. Other roles, again, could take a couple of days. And these roles, are all essential, great benefits, starting as quick as we can kind of get you in. And really good opportunities right now. And right now we are hiring daily. We have a lot of openings. I'm going to say at least 40, 50 operator positions open right now. And this is because of more machines coming in, new rooms, and we need to get people on board and train them. Definitely different levels of positions available, so one can certainly grow. And we're pretty excited to get some great people in.
Great, thank you. I'm looking at the Q&A. I don't see, I see. Someone just asked about salaries.
Yeah. So salaries will definitely vary. For the operator roles, again, it could start anywhere from 14 an hour and up. It's really going to depend on your experience. If someone has no experience as opposed to a little bit of experience, but in addition to the operator roles, we do have levels 1, 2, and 3. We can plug people into based on experience. There are yearly reviews, and we try very hard to retain our folks and to challenge them. Within a year, you are able to internally post for different positions that you see within the company. So we definitely urge people to apply.
Okay, and are there any admin full-time jobs available?
Yeah, we do have some administrative assistant positions available in admin. They're in different positions, different roles. You'd have to go on our website. Some of them are in account services, some of them are in packaging development. It's just going to depend on the area that the team's looking for. And again, I would urge people to go on to cpc.com. You can get a little more review in terms of what they're seeking. But we do have administrative positions available throughout the company.
Okay, and I would imagine they would need to go on the website for this, but I just wanted to mention, the question is, are there sales or management positions available, supervisory positions?
Yeah, I don't have any sales positions available. Any type of supervisory positions right now would be pretty much technical, whether it's like a lab supervisor where it's going to require experience, or if it's a director level national sales, it's very specific and niche what we're looking for. And it's going to require specific experience. You'd have to go on the website and take a look at for those type of roles.
Okay, thank you. I don't see any more as of now. Thank you
Great.
so much.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
All right. Our next employer up today is going to be CVS Pharmacy. I know we were having some technical issues before, so hopefully we've resolved those.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. How you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. So I represent CVS Pharmacy. I'm a store manager. I run one of the individual stores in the Green Lawn area, and what we're looking for really is, with everything that's going on. First of all, we were open during the pandemic, so we did not have any job losses. So with everything that's going on, we are looking for pharmacy technicians because we need to have a lot of people for that area trained in. We even do training on how to administer COVID shots. We have teams out there that have been developed to be able to do that and everything else. And then there's obviously cashiering positions, hourly shift supervisors, overnight for truck offload, beauty consultants, and all those other things. We do offer obviously full medical, dental, vision, 401k for those who are eligible. Now, where I work, I represent a district from basically Syosset to Smithtown Comac border. However, anybody can apply to any CVS store. Most stores have openings. What we do is we open for the specific store needs. So if I need cashiers, I need hourly shift supervisors. If I need, if my store has a beauty consultant and I needed that, I would open a rec for that, and you could apply into it. So we do continue to hire, and we are looking for a lot of good people. The one nice thing about CVS Pharmacy is, like I said, we were open for the public. We're considered essential, so the work is always going to be here. We are looking for full time, and the one thing we do when we do a lot of our interviewing is, certain stores may only be able to have a full time with our company is 30 hours or more. But if sometimes people are willing to say, hey, I'll go work one day over at another local store to help get some more hours, those options are always there. So there's always a way to get, up to 40 hours a week, depending on how flexible you are and things of that nature. I don't know if anybody has any questions.
Yes, there is a question. Do you train for pharmacy technicians, and is there part-time?
We do train the pharmacy technicians. So when you're hired, we put you through a pretty extensive training. A lot of it is done on the job, and things similar to this, where you're going to be doing, webinars, things of that nature, but you do get trained. So again, there needs to be a flexibility to be able to be there when those trainings are scheduled.
Okay, and do you have any part-time positions for pharmacy techs?
Yes. Yeah, you can go in depending on, where you live and where you want to apply. You can you can just go in. The store should have what we call a rec open for pharmacy technician, and you can just apply into that rec.
Okay, and two more questions about pharmacy techs. How long is the training and what is the starting salary for our pharmacy tech?
Pharmacy tech, we usually start a little bit more. Again, it has changed recently, so I don't want to commit and put myself out there. Really, that's based on when you go through the interview process and the manager makes the offer of employment and everything as such. The training, really, it's a solid 120 days. So you learn each different aspect of the pharmacy tech position, from drop off to pick up to obviously then, filling the scripts, things of that nature. So you do get an extensive training on it.
Okay. And when do benefits start?
Benefits, if you are full-time, the benefits would start, I believe, within 90 days. And again, all of that is dependent on, when you're hired, when you get started and everything like that. But I want to say it's within, 90 days. 401k, I believe, is within your first 500 hours of working, you become eligible to get into the 401k program. I don't have all of that, the specific information. I do know there's usually a little bit of a waiting period for the medical insurance.
Okay. And do you have store manager positions available? I guess maybe in addition to the overnight manager for truck offload?
Well, so the truck offload, just to understand that's something that we're developing in my district. So like I said, that would be any one of the 11 or 12 stores from Syosset to the Smithtown-Comac border. And what we're trying to create there is a truck offload team, identify somebody who is strong to kind of run that team, where they would go each night. You may work in a different store to help offload, break down, and start the process of packing out the truck, so that we don't have to have the store managers involved in it, and they can be in the store when the store is open during business hours, and be there to be able to drive our customer service.
Okay, and I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything in the question. Besides the overnight managers,
Store managers, you can apply into store manager. Again, if you go on to cvshealth.com/careers, I believe you can type in the box store manager, and it'll show you what store manager positions are open on Long Island. So yes, there are always positions available, depending on your experience. More times than not, we start you with what we call a store manager in training, and you go through the whole training program. But yes, there are store manager positions available.
Okay, and I see a few more. Let's see, I think we already asked about this. A couple of them. Do part-timers get a 401k?
Yes.
Okay. And what is the part-time rate? But I'm not sure if I think you covered that. And do they get benefits, part-timers?
I believe they would be eligible for the vision and dental. And again, the waiting period on that may be, like I said, 90 days. Normally, once you've been on board, they send you all the information, say you're eligible and you can sign up. There are part-time benefits for the medical. I don't know if they are as extensive as the full-time.
Okay, and the last question that I have, and thank you so much for your time, is what is the pay for manager in training?
Man, that's all contingent on, excuse me, on your experience. If you've been a store manager somewhere for several years, or you've had a history of being a store manager, that's going to be based on, what you negotiate when you get on board. So to answer that question, that's all dependent on once you've interviewed with a district leader and everything, as to, what they would be bringing you in at.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, everyone. And so that actually brings us to the end of the participating companies that we have at today's fair. I would again like to thank everyone who presented here today and for your time and bearing with us with the technology and getting started. Before we get to the final slide that summarizes everyone's contact information, I'd just like to let everybody know about two great job-seeking resources, if you didn't already know, that are available through the Suffolk County Department of Labor. So one of those is the One Stop Employment Center in Hauppauge. The Employment Center functions as a full-service human resources facility and supplies the job-seeking customer with all the tools necessary for a self-directed or staff-assisted job search, while providing employers with facilities and workforce support. They're equipped with state-of-the-art computers, fax machines, phones, and copiers. And they also maintain job banks and specialize in job clubs, job fairs, like the one today, employability and computer workshops, and focus groups. Visitors to the One Stop are able to accomplish many tasks, whether it be to create and edit their resume or navigate the internet for their job search, and employers may interview prospective employees on site. We do recommend that you give them a call. I believe right now everything is by appointment. So the number there is 631-853-6600. Another resource that they have at the One Stop Employment Center is called Career Couture, which is a boutique that offers individuals proper business attire for upcoming virtual hiring events and interviews with no fee. With the proper attire, most qualified individuals will have a better opportunity of obtaining their next job. This program serves both men and women who are residents of Suffolk County. And for more information, you can give them a call at 631-853-6769. So this is our final slide that summarizes contact information for everybody that you saw here today. We want to thank everyone again for all of their time and for all of the organizations that participated. And we'd also like to remind you that this will appear on our YouTube channel. So if there's anything that you missed here today, or if you wanted to go back and reference any of the questions that we had, you will be able to watch this video again. Also, if you'd like to take a screenshot of this slide, that will give you all the information, or if you need to take any notes, we'll leave this here for an extra minute or so. Thank you so much for all the wonderful information that was presented. And again, my name is Christine with the Compsogg Public Library. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Michelle from the Suffolk County Department of Labor. And we wish everyone a safe and happy spring.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.